Hey everybody, it's Ben. I'm back here with the Deuce Kirk team here in Lexington, Kentucky. Today in this video, I'm going to walk you through the process of buying a home. Let's go. Now, I know the process of buying a home could seem very, very scary, but normally it's just scary to those who don't truly understand the process. If you've bought 2 or 3 homes, you kind of have an idea. If you're a first-time home buyer, which is who I work with almost every single day, it can be really, really scary. So in this video, I'm going to try to, cut through all the noise and just get straight to what you need to do step by step. That way, when you're ready to purchase that home, you're confident, you know what you have to do, you know the whole process from start to finish, and then we're going to do that in this video. Hey everybody, before we continue, make sure you like and subscribe to the video. That helps get the video out there. That helps spread our content. And especially if anyone's interested in purchasing a home, this video is going to help make that process a little bit easier for them and answer some questions they might have. So step one, most important step without a doubt when it comes to buying a home is to not find an agent, not go look at houses. Ladies and gentlemen, is to know what you can cost and what the finances are of your home. So what you have to do first before anything else is you need to go to talk to a bank, talk to a mortgage lender, and find out what you can afford. So we call that getting pre-qualified. So first step, guys, you got to get pre-qualified. If you're trying to buy a home, odds are you've already bought a car. Similar, much smaller, but similar. You need to know how much you could afford. If you can't afford a Mercedes-Benz, you shouldn't be going looking at Mercedes-Benz lots. So getting that information right out of the gate makes the entire process go much smoother, especially for me when I'm your agent. So many times I talk to brand new home buyers and they're like, okay, let's go look at homes. I'm like, whoa, slow down. What can you afford? And in another video down the road, I'm going to be talking with a mortgage lender that I work with and I've closed many deals with. We'll answer the hard questions of what it takes to get pre-qualified, what you can afford, and all that jazz. In this video, I'm just trying to shorten the information to make it easier for you to understand. I got to do this, this, and this. Once you get pre-qualified, the mortgage lenders actually, or the bank, will hand you a letter and say, hey, you are qualified for this amount of money. Fantastic. You're going to hand that to me, your buyer's agent, because now we're going to go start looking at homes that fit the description of what you're looking for. Now that we have a price range, we now have something to go with. Okay, all right, because I'll go online and I'll start typing stuff. You'll go online, you'll start typing stuff and finding homes that fit that price range. We'll start narrowing down the areas. And so that kind of leads me to step 2 is you need to get an agent. You need to find a buyer's agent. Find a buyer's agent. This step is incredibly important because it's going to make your life easier when it comes to house hunting. If you find an agent like myself, this is my full-time job. This is not a side hustle. I don't have a main job and then do this on the side. This is all that I do, okay? So it's important to find someone like me because then I'm going to go to work for you, okay? You find me, you give me a call, Ben, I want to go find a house. Great. I'm going to set up a buyer's consultation. We're going to figure out exactly what you're looking for. We're going to sign a buyer's representation agreement, which basically means I'm going to represent you in the purchase of this home. Now, that's important because I now represent your best interest. That's what getting an agent is. That's what finding a realtor does. We now represent your best interest. We want you to get the best deal for you and your family when it comes to making the purchase of the home. Now, make sure you go over, if it's not with me and with someone else, when you do sign a buyer's rep agreement, just make sure they walk you through all the commissions and everything like that. And that's what's really cool about getting a buyer's agent, especially here in Kentucky. The client, if you sign with me, you're not paying me. The listing agent is going to pay me. So when we go find a home, they do a co-op commission and they're going to show the split or whatever it is for each agent. And then at closing, they hand me the check. So you're literally getting my services for free. That's what's amazing about it. So that's why, again, I represent your best interest at heart. I want to make sure the deal closes. I want to make sure it's smooth. I want to make sure that I'm going through the contract, make sure we're not missing anything, missing any contingencies, because I do this daily. The average American buys 7 homes in their lifetime. I do this 3 or 4 times a month. So it's really important even if it's not just me, go find yourself an agent. It's just going to make your life so much simpler. Step 3, favorite part of the whole process, guys, go look at homes. Go start looking. See what actually makes you excited. Go look at the areas that you might be moving into. Now, each area of Lexington is very unique. It's very different. North side is different from south side. Southwest is different from just southeast. Go explore the areas, okay? Go look at homes and start narrow your scope, okay? Now, the reason I do that, I talk to my clients and I say, okay, what's important? What's important in having a home? Okay, is it 3-bed or is it 4-bed? Is it 2-bed? What's important? Is having a fireplace, is that important? Is having a garage, is that important? Okay, now depending on the market, now right now our market, we have super low inventory. You have to narrow your scope. You have to be very, very specific about what you're looking for. And if you are, and there's not a lot out there, if nothing comes up, we have to start asking ourselves, okay, why is this important? Why is a garage important? Why is a backyard fence important? And really starts in, sometimes you got to chip away at things like, okay, well, we could put up a fence. It doesn't have to be fenced. Great. Boom. Because that might just create more options for you. And that's why I tell people, you know, you want to narrow your scope so you're not looking at 50 homes. You want to start narrowing your focus so you're looking at 10 to 15 homes. But if you're too focused, you're too specific, you're probably not going to have a lot of options. So you've got to be careful. It's a real give and take. Work with your agent, be honest, talk with yourselves, and that'll help you be able to go find what you'll be happy in. And guys, one quick follow-up before we move on. Step 3, you know, you want to be happy. As an agent, I can tell in the first few steps of walking into the home if you're excited or not. I'm a people reader. I can understand if you're happy, if you're excited, if you're like, this isn't me, this isn't this. You know, I will say be careful. Don't be too picky, because I've also gone to homes where the wife really, really liked it. The husband really wasn't into it, and we couldn't figure out why, and vice versa. We went to homes, the husband loved it, and the wife hated it. That's a conversation that sometimes you guys have to have about give and take, what's important, what's not important, and that just makes this step a little bit easier. That way you're not wasting your time going to look at a home that you know you're not going to like. Step 4, guys, make an offer. That's the next step. Once you find the home that you both love, if it's just you or if you have a spouse, you both find the home that you like, it's in the area that you like, the neighborhood that you like, the subdivision that you like, it checks your boxes. Guys, go make an offer, okay? Again, having an agent will make that process very quickly, because he or she will already have your pre-approval letter ready to go. They'll know what the cost is. They'll know all the other stuff. They'll fill out the contract. You'll sign it. If you work with me, I do everything electronic, so it's super fast, it's super efficient, and it holds up in court just the same as a wet signature does. So, step 4, make an offer on the home. Again, guys, on step 4, I don't want to go too deep into it right now. We might do a separate video about contract negotiations, on things of what you should offer, what you shouldn't offer, because I know that's going to be a question right now, is how much should we put down? That's always the first question. It depends on the market. You know, if we were talking about 2020 COVID with the craziness, everything selling 30K over the listing price, that's what I would tell you guys. You're not going to get it at listing price. You need to come in with everything that you got, okay? We're in a shifting market right now here in 2022. It's becoming more and more of a buyer's market. The last few deals that I've had recently were all under the listing price. So we're not in that crazy market anymore. But again, step 4, making an offer. What should I offer? What are the contingencies? It all deals with whatever the market you're in, and your specific standards are what you need, okay? Step 5, guys, your offer's accepted. Woo! Yeah, we got our offer accepted. Now what? That's usually the first thing that happens. I'm usually the one that's more really excited than the buyers are. I send them the contract. Like, hey, guys, they signed the contract. They accepted our offer. And their excitement lasts about 2 seconds, because then they immediately go, what do we do now? Okay? Now, that depends on each contract. Okay? Did you ask for an inspection to get done? If so, we'll always usually set a time period for that. The standard time period that I try to do is about 10 days. Okay, so that's the inspection period from the moment the contract is signed. We have 10 days to do an inspection and get that done on the home. There's always 2 options when it comes to inspections. You can either ask for nothing to get replaced, or you can ask for repairs to get fixed and stuff like that. But again, that depends on the market, as I mentioned before, what we put in the offer. But then you need, sometimes with the loan that you get, you need an appraisal done. The appraisal will be ordered usually by the lender. Okay, appraiser comes out, and that's separate from an inspection. We're going to do another follow-up video, guys. I'm going to talk with a guy here that we use and I've used personally on my home to talk about inspections. We'll talk about appraisals, but that's going to be a follow-up video. This video, guys, offers accepted. Did you get an inspection? Get your appraise. Okay, if it's all cash, you don't have to do either if you don't want to, but that's the next steps. Okay, closing time here in Kentucky, we usually aim for 30 days. That's the average it goes to close a home. And so once the offer is accepted, you've already scheduled the closing date. You'll get, the agent will work with the title company, getting a title search done. So that way, once we come and we meet with a lawyer, we sign everything, everything's already in your name, everything's been moved forward, and that's the final step. After you've had the inspection, after you have the appraisal, guys, we go to a closing meeting with the attorney, the title attorney. We meet with the sellers. We sign away everything over, okay? And then we bought you a house. Guys, that's it. That's the whole process in 6 steps. Now, again, there's little mini steps in between each step, but I wanted to give you a just short overview, quick overview of all the steps, all the process of what it takes to buy a home, okay? Now, make sure, I'm telling you guys, that step 2, step 1 are probably the most important steps. You got to know what you qualify for, what you can pay for, what your monthly payment's going to be, okay? You got to know the area, because you got to know what the taxes are, because that's going to go into what you're going to pay per month. And then you got to find an agent. An agent's going to help you walk through this. I'm telling you, there is no downside to getting a buyer's rep, okay? There is nothing downside for this. If you get one just like me, he's going to know the whole process. He's probably done the process multiple times. He or she has probably done the process multiple times in the recent time period. And so, especially if you're a first-time home buyer and you have no idea what's going on, this guy or girl is just going to walk you through the whole thing. And it's just going to make that process super, super simple, super smooth, make it easy. So, hey everybody, that's the end of this video. I hope you got something out of it. Hope it was educational for you. Hope it answers some questions that you might have had. If you are yourself or know someone who's looking to purchase a home, especially here in the Lexington, Kentucky area, please send them this video. It'll answer a lot of questions they may have about the process, and not just make it a little bit more confident going into the housing market. As with the interest rates, I know people are scared, especially right now as we're kind of hitting that 7% average. Always remember, rent is 100%. 100% interest, and you get none of that back when you move out. So if you're interested in purchasing a home here in the Lexington area, please hit us up here at the Deuce Kirk Team. We try to make the process as smooth as possible. Also, if you need help selling your home, we do that as well. Deuce Kirk's been here for 20 plus years. He's been doing this for a long time, and he knows exactly what to do in every single market. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, like, subscribe. Thank you guys. You have a good day.